Yo, listen, my hero just ended. Preface that I've not scripted anything. No, this is all my raw filtered opinion after reading the chapter. It just came out. Um, it was great. It was actually pretty good. A lot of people were kind of memeing it and like, Deku does this after doing this for so long, gets no bitches or whatever, or he doesn't do everything he needs to. I think I have some criticism of it. Saying definitely the final arc of this stretch was kind of misplaced. With a lot of characters' intentions, I think a lot of the themes still remain the same, like with heroism, justice, like life and death, like what it means to be a good hero, like what does that even mean to Deku? How does he really understand it and like pathologize that through like his hero work and that, what does that mean to like inspire the rest of class? What does it mean to like we all grow kind of thing? And it's interesting, like it's an interesting theme of that for sure that Horikoshi does. I think it's always present in theory. I think that didn't go away, but just the way he handled certain characters in their arcs, um, definitely was kind of weird. I would say the worst thing was the if you're caught up with I know the anime's airing like that last basically the final fight almost or somewhere near there with the what was it? I think it was a mutant thing that they added. That was a really interesting part about discrimination against them. I really liked that actually. I was like, whoa, why is this here actually? I was like, this is a very good, juicy plot point that I swear we could have used throughout the season. We already knew like people get discriminated against, of course, for like different things like physical things. People look totally different in this universe. There's like people that look like half horse, half monster. Like, yeah, a little bit aside of that was a little more. And we know Soji and all them was that was a interesting. We knew that character struggled with it, but we didn't know like to what extent. We never got to like see that, which I was like, oh, cool. They bring it back in the last chapter, like, oh look, he's made so many like progress. Look, he's made progress in 8 years. I'm like, kind of hollow. I got I thought we would get more of that because the spinner situation too. I was like, we're gonna see more, W, but like I want more than that. Of course, in Uraka and all of them, they have some. They all like wrap up, and you see Eri. Everybody's like wrapping up their stories towards Shizawa. It's great. It's really like a wholesome chapter, to be honest. Not like anything bad. It's just some characters were definitely different. It should have been added. The whole war arc was kind of to me. Like I love Shigaraki and Midoriya, but I feel like they should have more. They should have more. I wish that fight was not as cut up a little bit. I wish that we stopped getting shifting perspectives on that a little bit with like everybody else. I know it's necessary, of course, but like I would like some more time like to dwell on that and like really go through that like their whole internal dialogue. We had that, but like I think we needed more for the story to really care. I mean, I enjoyed my hero. I didn't. It wasn't my favorite, of course, but it's like this definitely been had consistency and everything like that. But that too, just this is a myriad of reasons you can like probably I can probably nitpick and talk about from the final arc fully, just to say like it was not as good as it should have been. And I feel like it should have been. I feel like maybe Horikoshi was rushed in a little bit, maybe since, but like also to get him out of the mannequin to finish up his manga because already in the last arc. Like I know Jump has a history of like overworking people, so not saying he's a bad writer, just anything like that. Just story wasn't as good as it should have been, to be honest. But I enjoyed my hero, and I think this last chapter is still good because it brings it does that like thing. Right here does a really good job of framing pretty easily with all its characters. Like oh, the first episode with like Deku and them in the class, were like, oh yeah, that shit was fucking fire. Like damn, that was like the first like time we've seen the characters and like it replays the same scene with like different characters and you see the world changing a little bit like oh there's design things, there's other things heroes can do basically now. It's not just like superheroes like taking care of people, fashion and like things that they want to like live for. It's very intuitive now. I'm like oh wow. But it's also like the hero thing, like oh who wants to be a hero anymore when you can do this. So I like that. I'm like oh just a scene like that, things changed. I fuck with it. Nice little framing from like a guy who's like has a weak quirk and not like the strongest one. Because as you know, villain's probably the Christ after like Shiragi and all of them died. Sure, you know, definitely sport. I should have said Sports Head, but Sports Head if you not caught up, obviously. But yeah, that's really good, and I enjoyed seeing that. And then it talks about Deku like has as an adult. I think people got this part misconstrued. Like, look at Deku, his friends didn't see him in 8 years. I'm like. Probably saw his friends on and off, like did 8 years. I think he just didn't see them like as much as he wanted to. I feel like just like in real life, when you grow up and you're like in your late 20s, like you're working, doing things, like you're not seeing all your homies you saw before. Like there's no time, there's things to do, there's people to meet. There's like, you make time, of course, but like not everything's always gonna be streamlined. You can't get everybody to hang out on the same day. Like, you know, if you're an adult, you know how making plans with other adults is sometimes just, yeah, are you free this day? Yeah, I think so. I don't know, actually. I think I might be free on the 12th or the 14th. I'm like, what day is it, brother? I'm like, yeah, we get it. And you see like Deku talk about his quirk list, like how it is to be quirkless again. I'm like, Lord have mercy. It's a little interesting because him and Aizawa are like, because they're both teachers now, which is like par for the course. You know, my boy is always going to be a teacher. You know, he had inspired the youth. This is only his natural course to be. Which I feel like people shit on him, but I'm like, it's not really that bad. It's like probably if he's not like a hero fighting on, he's like probably like a civilian teaching the next generation, helping them and going through that. So that's always like amazing. And he has like another reframe mode with another kid, with the new kid, new like weakest kid, I guess. And it's like, can I be a hero like you and All Might? And it's like, oh, we're saying you and All Might now. Like, you know how it was before, like it was just All Might, like the strongest. Now, like he saw you and you inspired him, just like he did in the chapter 429, where it's like the same, like, you know, somebody reached out, he inspired somebody to reach out to somebody, so like somebody didn't become the next Shigaraki or like the next this or that, the big bad. It's that prevention, that like escalation of like somebody just interviewing and say a couple of words, you know. And it's also like synonymous like how humans are. Like if you ever known like the trigger warnings for like suicide and stuff like that, you know, anybody that's like close to the edge or something like that, or like wants to like, you know, the slightest bit of like, you know, movement or obstacle will stop them usually. It's like, or if you ever had that type of ideation, it's like somebody just came in your room like, yo, you want to talk? You're just like, oh shit, yeah, I'll talk. Like that's all it took to stop you from doing that. Or like somebody like, oh, I got you a cookie, and you're about to do, you know, do whatever you're about to do to yourself, or do whatever you're about to do, and you know, just like that. But why did I bring that up? It's just the same like feeling, I guess. You get like okay, hopefully that was just, was that disconnected? I was talking about can I be a hero basically, but based on wanting to be more on changing the society, somebody interviewing, just stopping you and helping you become your dreams, or like stopping like potential like outcomes for your life, you know. But he has his thing, like, oh, you could become a hero too moments. Like anybody is a hero basically, and that's like a synonymous with like comic books and like life. Like you are what you make yourself, you know. Do your best, and he inspires them to do his best. And you know, you probably see him in like another like chapter or something like that. But yeah, and it's like we all become the greatest heroes. I'm like, you know, because the first chapter's like, oh, I became the hero. It's like very egotistical, but it's really learning like, oh yeah, we all became heroes. And then some people find that cheesy. It is a little bit in some contexts, but like not really. Just you look at Deku's character, he's always been like, ever since he got to UA, has always been like a helpful person, or like a very generous person with his kindness. Like, I'll help anybody. Anybody deserves to be helped. Like that's what a hero does. So like him saying like we all became heroes, in himself being a hero, he still views himself as a hero, even if he doesn't have like his quirk and his powers to do things. He still interacts change. He still causes things to move forward and progress. And that's what a hero is, somebody that doesn't like stop basically. And that's powerful. I'm like, oh. So people, I feel like it lost translation by him saying like the suit, and he does get his suit, a technology suit, because quirks and science are advancing as fast as possible. So it's no wonder he's getting like something like that coming out. It's like, oh shit, I got a suit now. I'm up. And All Might give it to him, and it's a gift from Hatsume and Bakugo, which is nice. I think also, you know, headcanon, I think he still goes, I'm pretty sure he still dates Uraraka. That's just my headcanon. That's my headcanon. But, you know, chapter ends, and, you know, Hawks is talking in the background, like, oh man, we have more time to kill than before. Like, what are you going to do with all your time requesting help for heroes? Like, they asked everybody to help out, and it's like, I think he has like something scheduled on December 4th. Like the final one was December this year, but it's like it's probably gonna be like some other chapter, like just this is the epilogue, the ending epilogue. You know, like I said, it's not really a bad ending. You see everybody's grown up, like how they are as like adults now. It's kind of fire. I'm like, damn, they don't look too different as like adults now, but it's cool to see all of them together in one mode. Even Bakugo, my goat. I'm a Bakugo fan. If you didn't know, that's my nigga. That's my nigga. I'm sorry if you hate me. But yeah, it's beautiful. You know how the main part of it is like all his friends are together again, and he's able to like go out with them in that same motion. Like they're all doing different paths, they still come together to see each other like that. It's like, oh, we're all here for you. That good time. Even the invisible girl. Never draw again. Never draw again. Horikoshi, please. Niggas were horny. Insane. But yeah. And he sees like Shigaraki in the backland. It's like, oh. It's just like a funny callback. It's good chapter, healing chapter. It definitely has its problems, like as a last chapter. I feel like it should have been more like climactic, like, oh my god, this is the end. But like, you know, this is ending is fairly standard. I would give it like a C. It doesn't like miss too hard, but it doesn't like bring anything. It doesn't like give me enough closure a little bit. It's like, oh, this is the end. It's closure, but like, oh, I wanted a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more, I guess, but I feel like it had such a fantastic start. It's like the ending's going to be a little lukewarm. For me, it's not like a 7, like a 6 or a 7, really. To be honest, I don't think it's like a 5 as an average, but like it's like a 6 or 7 right now. But amazing. I do love my hero. Still holds up pretty tightly. It's like the first new gen actually ending, and like what is it going like 14? But I would say the impact of this manga had is on the public like consciousness a little bit, or like I feel like it awoken that, and like this like woken like a lot of people towards anime in the West. Like not like fully, of course, like it's not Dragon Ball, but like I feel like it started like a new wave when this show came out, because it's very American centric. Like we love superheroes over here, at least most kids do. I mean, I would assume so at this point. So like something like very familiar with that, and then like it latches onto the plot. Like this is also like not as Japanese, so like with the concept of superheroes too, which is even fire. You know he's the big lover of Marvel and DC, so I think that jump started its own thing. And I remember everybody was talking about the first couple of years of my hero, just Midoriya, yeah, I'm Midoriya Izuku had ass. It was nasty. You see the TikToks, you can see the dance. It was kind of cringe, but it was kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie. I was not one of them niggas though. But and then I'm gonna let them cook. They were doing something over there. I don't know what though. Holy, but yeah. I wanted to record this yesterday, but it's just been. I love this shit. I actually don't love this, but this is like pretty decent. And seeing it grow up like as a teenager to like an adult, and I was like, damn. Okay, I might be able to reread it one day to see like if I missed something, or like it's really connected, or like maybe I missed something, like some of the themes, or like why I disliked it a little bit. But it was just okay, Nothing fantastic, nothing spectacular, but just it's solid, but not like. Okay, it's like Plate Hole. It's not better than anything I've ever read, but like it's a nice way to end the shonen, I guess, or this series for itself. I do love like the little character details though. I love his art. Horikoshi has some amazing art. I will really look at whatever he draws in the future. Hopefully he makes another manga. That'd be kind of cool. I would like to see what else he does with this. For real. If he wants to make another series, but it's probably like it's time. Like no one has like more than 1 or 2 hits. Like I could expect him out of him. Like damn, what else series you want to watch? Like might not be as good. This is like a blockbuster for him. It blew him up. Gave him all the recognition he needs. He's in the magazine. He probably inspired some new mangas, and that's all you can hope for, But that's the end of the video. That's my critique on the My Hero. If I go into I can probably go, if you catch me on stream on twitch.tv/Klcoma, I might go into detailed explanation about My Hero. I might do a reread soon for myself, just to fresh up a little bit more about some of the details. But other than that, like, shit, 6 out of 10. Ending, end series. Art, 10. Unfortunately, it's up there. That pen, kind of masterful. But yeah, I'll probably have this video uploaded hopefully sometime in Sunday. Hopefully it's Sunday where you're living. But yeah, love you guys. See you guys in the next video type shit. It's good to be back. Nice to record. Put some music for this boy. Y'all be easy. Love you. Ooh.
He's the one for me. There's no place I'd rather be. Yeah. To the finish line. Everywhere you look, he's right on time.